My name is Father Hart. I used to be here at Corpus Christi and in Fort Dodge after I was first ordained. I was here in 74 to 77. I was ordained by Bishop Gredeman at Corpus Christi Church on May 11th, 1974. And then after my ordination to the priesthood, I was stationed here until 1977 at Corpus Christi. I was here as a deacon, then ordained here at Corpus Christi Church, and then assigned here at Corpus Christi in Fort Dodge. So I have a lot of fond memories of Corpus Christi and Fort Dodge, this being my first assignment. I also have some relatives that live here in Fort Dodge. There was quite a few of my relatives from Fort Dodge at that time, most of whom are deceased now. But one of the things that, is a memory, not only is the ordination a good memory here, but as I started out, one of the things that I remember most is the tremendously long confession lines. Every weekend, we would hear confessions at regular time. Usually at least two of us would go over to hear confessions. And then before Mass, we would hear confessions as well. And we never ever got them all done because we just, came up to the time of consecration time, and then we, had to shut them off. But those were some good memories, the tremendously long lines for confessions, the Sacrament of Penance here in Corpus Christi. And when I come down and substitute now, even I hear confessions when I help Monsignor out, I hear confessions, and usually there's a line still. So that's a good history that you have here at Fort Dodge and at Corpus Christi. The other thing that I was stationed here at first with Monsignor Lynch and then Monsignor Bauer. I taught in Corpus Christi School. And then at the same time, what I also did was help to increase the enrollment for our school system, both at St. Ed's and at Corpus Christi. And to do that, one of the things that we did is I rented a school bus from Fort Dodge Transportation and ran a school bus route throughout the city of Fort Dodge. Well, that became so popular that 166 passenger bus didn't quite do it, and we had to even get a second, that it made such a difference. And so that was one of the ways that we definitely increased the enrollment for our Catholic school system here in Fort Dodge. So that was a tremendous help for the parents, enabling them to get their kids here, especially when both worked. Also, one of the memories that I had, it was during the time of Monsignor Bauer. We had bought land then, and we're going to, instead of fixing Corpus Christi Church, which was in dire need at the time, we bought some land north of St. Ed's on 22nd Street, around there by that curve, and we're going to build a new church back then in the 70s, but then at the last minute, they decided to fix Corpus Christi Church again with its soft brick. And so that was a memory that I had from the time that I was here as well. Another memory I had was a lot of calls to the hospital, sick calls, and so that always kept us running. At the time, we had lots of priests, and there were 4 priests stationed at Corpus Christi in my time there. It was Monsignor Bauer or Monsignor Lynch, Father Nazer, Father Murray, Father Ed Murray, that is, and then myself. So those were the other 3 priests beside myself that were stationed here at Corpus Christi. Father Nazar and Father Murray both taught at St. Edmunds, and then I taught in the grade school across the street. Another exciting moment during the time I was here is we moved the rectory to what was then the convent. And with making that move, that gave each of us priests an office because there were more rooms there on the first floor, and it was just a bigger house and way more comfortable living than us all four of us being crowded into the old rectory there. So those were some of the memories from the time that I was here. And then when I was moved from Corpus Christi here in Fort Dodge, I went from here to St. Mary's in Storm Lake and to teach at St. Mary's High School and be guidance counselor there as well, because in those days the bishop sent all of us to summer school at Creighton University to get our guidance and Master of Science in Guidance and Counseling and school administration. And so I ended up getting both the degree in guidance and counseling and school administration. So I'm one of the last ones left that currently have that. So, also, while I'm doing this video for you, I'd like to extend a congratulations to the Holy Trinity Parish on your new church. You know, that's a huge milestone. That's a huge feather in your cap to be able to build a new church like this for the praise and honor and glory of God. And also, you know, it is through church and worship of God that the church brings us together and helps us to form and keep community. And so I think you'll be able to do that a lot better with one center now rather than when I was back here in '74, 3 different centers or worship sites. So, like I said, once again, congratulations on your achievement. I do have in the past, as the church was being built, go over and check on the progress of it. So I have watched the progress and the building of this church on and off for the last year and a half, 2 years. And I plan to be present when the dedication of the church happens and takes place. I'm certainly looking forward to it.